Hi, this is Telly, and this is Doyle, guitar professional extraordinaire. I'm sure you remember our last interview with him. So, Doyle, what's changed since the last time we spoke? I heard you were touring in Europe for a while, and then I heard you went to Japan and Ukraine, and
I did.
I heard about all that, but
it was weird because in Ukraine I grew a third testament.
Did you?
I don't know how it happened, but I mean, yeah, you can't really see.
Is it as large as the other two?
It's actually larger.
Larger?
It's actually
Wow.
1.5 times.
Wow.
It's like a combination of the other two, exponentiated by half.
Wow.
And divided by the square root of 5 to the third power.
It sounds like you've taken some high-level math courses.
Yes, I have.
Are you a sort of math major?
See, this is 4 notes, and this is 5 notes. And I have a degree that tells me that I can say stuff like that.
See, most people, they don't have the proper authority to have ruling on such things.
No. I mean, you know.
Because I understand the way it is. So, the media doesn't leak out too much about your personal life.
Yeah.
You tell us about anything. I mean, you're under pretty tight security 24/7.
Yes.
Even as we speak, I mean, at any given side of this building outside, there's as many as 10, what is it? Special forces or something. It's some FBI, who knows?
It's weird because every time I palm mute really fast, it sounds like a helicopter, and I get,
Yeah.
scared. Yeah.
So you're used to some pretty big security everywhere you go.
Yes.
How is that? I mean, most people don't know what that feels like.
It feels like, basically feels like, I'm trying to think, a monkey giving you an enema. Twice.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure most of our
At high noon.
I'm sure most of our viewers and listeners can associate with that.
Yeah.
I mean, right now.
If you've ever had that happen.
I personally haven't, but
it's an experience, really. It's my HMO.
Oh, yes.
My home.
Yes.
It wouldn't. Yeah.
I mean,
Anyways.
this place is so tightly guarded. I mean, if I were to walk outside right now without giving, without giving warning that I was doing so, I'd probably be shot on the spot.
You'd explode.
I would be shot.
I don't know how it works, but you'd explode.
So show us, if anything, you've been working on any secret riffs lately. You might want to give us a preview so we can say that we saw it first on MTV when we see it on MTV. We can say, I saw it before it was out on MTV. It makes some people feel real cool. Be able to tell their friends that. Could you give us a preview of something?
Wait. This, you've never heard this before, I guarantee it. And, I've been keeping this under wraps because I really don't want anybody to hear it because of the power of it. And you might want to,
Do your discretion on this?
Yeah, you might want to move away a little bit. I mean, it's up to you.
Okay, I'm gonna back up a few feet.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. There. I'm hiding behind the piano.
Just the first note makes me lose control of my bowels. That's why I wear Depends on stage.
It's probably a safe thing to do.
Okay, here we go.
Wow. Oh my! I just lost one. I lost one of my legs, to be honest with you. I'm holding onto the piano for support.
And I can't play it for too long because like that happens.
I would ask you to play it again,
but they pour concrete on my feet and have me set a half an hour before the show starts, so I can't fall down like that. They actually they put braces on my knees, so I'm basically locked in place. So basically, I play like this the whole time, halfway incapacitated. And I can't breathe. But they keep me alive intravenously with oxygen, which is inserted into my veins every 10 minutes on the hour. And I mean, it's worth it though, for the fans. And,
you must be extremely dedicated to your
I
fans.
am extremely dedicated.
That was an amazing riff. I can honestly say.
Dedicated and enunciated.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Yes.
I can honestly say, I've never heard anything like that before.
Me
but
either.
it was absolutely.
You're gonna hear people claiming that they came up with that 30 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you think they're gonna support those claims?
Well, that's garbage. I mean.
How do you support a claim like that?
Black Sabbath never existed. It was the government.
Really?
Yeah.
See, we don't have access to this kind of information as the public.
This is actually a mind thing that will implant memories in your mind, such as the fact that JFK was shot. He wasn't shot.
He wasn't shot.
And
Really?
he fell on the sword of King Arthur. And the history books are going to tell you that because they've all, you know.
Right, well the history books are all from the government. I mean, the government pretty much tells the writers what they can and can't put in.
You know,
It's kind of the same thing China is dealing with right now.
Gandhi was white, and Martin Luther King was Asian, actually. So, and you know, they Photoshop it, obviously. They
yeah, I mean,
they had Photoshop back in the 60s.
They just didn't release
They
it.
did. It was actually the non-computer version of Photoshop, where they
It was like the real Photoshop.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The shop where they, you know,
Photos.
doctored photos.
Wow. See, I mean, you're, you know, in the circles that you're in, being, you know, as famous as you are, you have access to a lot of privileged information that most of the public just don't have access to. I mean, you know, you guys hear about things maybe years before we do.
Yeah.
The public.
I knew that Darth Vader was Luke's father back in '71, you know, and it was just funny. I'd run into random theaters and say, yeah, people, you know, like, oh, you're full of crap. You know, I could never be possible. And, you know, they were wrong, obviously.
Yes, as time later told. Huh.
I mean, that's all I can give out. I can't really
Well, you know,
divulge at the liberty of extraneous
we understand.
personifications of propagation.
Legal things. Legal, am I correct?
What?
Legal issues?
Yes.
Legal issues.
Legal issues. You know, yeah.
Well, I think we should wrap this up.
think we should.
Any last comments? Give us a tune as we end. I think you should play a tune as I do my closing statements.
Okay.
Well, thank you for watching. This was another interview with Doyle, guitarist extraordinaire. As always, I'm your host, Telly, committed to bringing you the highest quality videos that can ever be produced.